This is the Reds POSTCAST, your instant game reaction for the Cincinnati Reds. Part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.
Good evening, Reds fans, and welcome to another edition of the POSTCAST, brought to you by Locked On Reds and the Locked On Media Network. I'm Tim Daniel. I've been podcasting about the Reds for 5 years at publications such as Late Night Reds and The Riverfront, and I want to thank you all for spending some time with me tonight as we discuss the Cincinnati Reds having a huge win over the Minnesota Twins, 6-4, and an epic 6-5, and an epic comeback tonight at GABP. Tonight's episode is brought to you by our friends over at Monarch Money. Take control of your finances with Monarch Money. Use code LOCKEDONMLB at monarchmoney.com for 50% off your first year. If you're just checking me out for the first time, please be sure to hit that notification button so we can not only get me after every single Reds game, but you can get Jeff and Steve Monday through Friday on Locked On Reds. On today's show, Red Legs never say die. For the Goonies fans in the house, you know the reference. You get it. You love it. I love it. We all love it. Rake season as Jake Friedl been doing big things of late. We're going to get into his game tonight and his play of late and the bullpen tonight, taking care of business. All that and a whole lot more. And of course, I'm going to hear from you all as we discuss one epic game. And the chat's already got some really fun ones. Josh Tucker says, the Reds nightmare got the save. I love it. I actually tweeted from my account, which you can see here if you don't follow me already, at TimDaniel518, that Cody Rhodes needs to come and throw the first pitch at a Reds game since he's really begun to become the closer, and that's obviously been working for the team. But that's for a conversation for another time. Let's get started.
This is what you'll be talking about.
Today was, as Ice Cube would say, a good day. The Cincinnati Reds not only win 6-5, but the way that they won this game. The way they've won games these last couple weeks has been pretty awesome. So the Reds have now won 8 of their last 10. They've obviously won 3 in a row. If they win tomorrow, they'll have won 3 straight series against American League Central teams. This is, thank you, Laura. I appreciate it. This has been an unreal stretch. And tonight, so Minnesota obviously gets the lead in the third inning. They take the 1-0 lead, and obviously you're not fretting 1-0 anymore. Especially, Byron Buxton hits the homer after he robs Will Benson of the homer. You're like, okay, this is probably just gonna be one of those days that Byron Buxton's just kind of taking care of business. And the Reds go through the third inning, get nothing. You're like, oh, okay, plenty of baseball to go. We're only a third of the way. And then all of a sudden, Will Benson says, look, you may have gotten me on this homer, my guy, Byron Buxton, but I'm still bringing in my boys. Hits the double line drive to the opposite field at that. And brings in Ellie and Tyler Stevenson, makes a 2-1 Reds. And you're thinking like, okay, all right, we got this. This is cool. Jake Friedl then says like, Willie Beeman, let's keep it rolling. I got you. And goes ahead and hits the single as well to right field, brings in Willie Benson, brings in Spencer Steer. You're like, oh, 4-1. What up, Patrick? How are you? And you're like, all right, cool. This is really good. This is it. 4-1. You feel pretty comfortable 4-1 with the way this team's been playing of late with Andrew Abbott on the mound. You're like, all right, we got this. And then the fact that Minnesota makes that comeback. So Trevor Larnach brings in Ty France, and then Harrison Bader hits the homer off of Jake Friedl's glove. And of course, then 2 weeks ago, I was actually texting with Jeff and Steve during the game. We were all talking. 2 weeks ago, when that play happened, you're thinking, all right, they probably blew this one. Tonight, ball bounces off Fraley's glove. They take the lead. And I'm sitting there thinking, I think they're still going to find a way to win this game. I just flat out see a way they're going to win this game. And we get to the bottom of the 6th. And man, how awesome was that? Mind you, there are 2 outs here. 2 outs at this point. And we get this amazing RBI double by TJ Friedl, his 12th of the year. Who was it here that says Josh Tucker? No, I'm sorry, not Josh. Josh does have a lot of great comments tonight. but someone was there to say that teams are not going to pitch to Friedl anymore. We're probably at that point. It was Luke. Luke said it. Yeah, they won't pitch to Friedl anymore. You're probably right, Luke. So that was just pretty awesome. But then from there, you're like, okay, cool. Like, this is great. They took the lead. And what I'm trying to get to in my point here is we have reached this point, and Carey said it. It reminds you, it gives you 2023 vibes of the Rally Reds. And just feels like this switch has flipped. And these last two games in particular, you go back to Sunday when they fall down in the 8th inning and they come back and win against a team who's been unstoppable. And then thanks, Greg. I appreciate it. That's really nice. And then today, they just keep it going, keep the momentum rolling. It's just awesome to see. And I thought Andrew Abbott was really good tonight. And obviously all the runs that were scored against him are unearned, which kudos to him. Sorry, one of them was earned. My apologies. Didn't walk anybody, by the way. But this team feels like something feels right about this. Noah, thank you so much for that comment. I really appreciate it. And I can't believe it, what we're seeing from this team. And it's like 1 through 9. I mean, this whole time we've talked so much. Jeff was with me here on Sunday, and we're talking about, this Chris Valaika thing when people were like, he needs to be fired. He's terrible. Something's working with what the Chris Valaika is doing. Matt McClain got on base 3 times today, albeit he did get hit by a pitch on one of those, but he still got on base 3 times. And of late, Matt McClain's been hitting the ball really well. Obviously, Friedl, Lux, Ellie, those guys are going to set the tone. I mean, they got on base combined 6 times they got on base between the top 3 in the order. And Joe, everyone, make sure we tell Joe. I mean, Jay, sorry, Jay, I apologize. This is a happy place. We don't bring the negative vibes in. This is all the happy vibes. We come here for the good time. Take the negative comments to Jeff and Steve's show, and they'll deal with it because Steve's the ultimate wet blanket, as we all know. So all joking aside, I love Steve. He's the best. Just a way that they're fighting to win games right now and making things interesting. So they're now, I mean, look, obviously a lot of baseball to play, but we're now looking at a team that is 2.5 games out of a wild card spot right now. So yeah, 2 games, forgive me, 2 games behind the Padres for the 3rd wild card spot. Obviously, like I said, lots of baseball to go, but they're now 3 games over 500, tying a season high on the year. And things seem to be going pretty well for the Redlegs right now, and we'll take it. And you know who else things are going really well for right now? We're going to have a Jake Fraley conversation, not just about tonight, but what he's been doing of late. What's up, Dwight? DK in the building. Everyone say what's up to Dwight, one of my favorites. But we're going to talk about what Jake Fraley's been doing for this team and more right after this. Get the supplies you need from the site made for the skilled trades, Supply House. Whether you're in plumbing, HVAC, or electrical work, Supply House is a reliable way to order products online. Their easy-to-use website is packed with helpful resources and the latest product info to help you get the job done right. Plus, with a complete inventory of over 200,000 parts from 400 plus top brands, you'll find exactly what you need delivered fast from coast to coast. Need help with an order? Supply House offers expert support and industry-leading service, so you'll always talk to a real person. And for the trade pros looking for an extra edge, their free Trade Master program offers exclusive perks like a dedicated phone line, free shipping, and discounts on every order. Thousands of skilled professionals are already taking advantage. Now it's your turn. Join the Trade Master program today at supplyhouse.com/TM and start ordering plumbing, HVAC, and electrical supplies with just a few clicks. Plus, use promo code SH5 for 5% off your first order. That's supplyhouse.com. If you're running a business, like you're podcasting or you're a travel agent like me, or you could do some Disney travel agent work, you know that every missed call is money left on the table. Think about the last time you had a service emergency, like a burst pipe. If the first plumber didn't answer, did you wait? Nope. You called the next one. That's why having a reliable business line is so important, and that's why you need OpenPhone. OpenPhone is the #1 business phone system that helps you streamline and scale customer communication, all from an app on your phone or computer. Did you juggle 2 phones just to keep business and personal calls separate? OpenPhone solves that instantly. Your whole team can share one number and respond to customers like a shared inbox. No more who's handling this. And the AI agent handles after-hours calls, answers common questions, and captures leads so I can never miss a customer again. Like I said, on the side, I do Walt Disney World travel agent work, and OpenPhone saved me so much. I have a Google Voice number. I'm able to merge these numbers together with my personal line, so everything goes there, and I can get everything I need all in one spot. It's absolutely perfect for me. OpenPhone is offering Locked On Show listeners 20% off your first 6 months at openphone.com/lockedonmlb. That's openphone.com/lockedonmlb. And like I said, if you have existing numbers with another service, OpenPhone will port them over at no extra charge. OpenPhone, no missed calls, no missed customers. Ooh, man, I really need some water there. That was a lot of ad reads. Thank you all so much for spending some time with me this evening as we discuss an epic Reds win tonight over the Minnesota Twins 6-5 at GABP. If you're just checking me out for the first time, please be sure to hit that notification button. If you're listening to us and you can't catch us on YouTube, find that podcast app of choice where you can not only get me after every Reds game, but Monday through Friday, get Jeff and Steve. Shout out all of our everydayers. We love to see you. And honestly, this postcast community is becoming super fun. I'm very grateful, you guys. My family's very grateful that I have you guys around too. My wife loves it because then she doesn't have to hear me talk baseball all day. I can talk it with you guys, and it just makes life so much easier. So thank you all for jumping on board and being supportive of this. We're all very, very appreciative. So let's get to where this game kind of hit the turning point for the Redlegs.
Time to reveal where the game was won or lost. It's the turning point.
Can you say that you thought TJ Friedl would keep doing this? TJ Friedl has that 2-run double to give the Reds the lead, and that made their win probability up to 35% on that one hit. And obviously they go to hold on to the game. So this has been pretty awesome play for TJ Friedl. I think we'd have this conversation daily about guys on this team, but all-star situation here. Ellie's going to be an all-star. There's no way he's not. TJ Friedl, he's probably not going to get a fan vote, but he's for sure. If Dave Roberts doesn't pick him, there's going to be an outrage. Andrew Abbott, hard pressed to not have in there how well he's pitched. And Jose Trevino is 8th right now in voting, but has been really, really good. So we can have a lot of conversations about a lot of guys here, and we'll kind of get to that as we get closer and closer to the end of voting. Jake Fraley today, guys. So you know what I really loved about Jake Fraley today? Is he could have potentially made the play that lost him the game, and he didn't let it ruin his night. So yeah, we all saw it. Harrison Bader's home run off his glove, bounces there. That lady just sitting by herself in the Budweiser area, just like gets a souvenir. And you can tell he's pissed. He comes up to that bat. You can see he's frustrated, and just makes up for it with a huge hit leading to one of the runs there. It's been awesome. So Fraley tonight, 2 for 4, 2 runs batted in and a run scored. Batting average is up to 230. And I say this because I know someone's going to come here and be like, 230 is not that good. I agree to an extent, but we're not talking big picture. Jake Fraley's up to a 730 OPS. This is what Jake Fraley has done his last 7 games. His last 7 games, he is 9 for 22 with 7 runs scored, 1 homer, 5 runs batted in, 3 walks, and a stolen base. If you want that broken down statistically, that is a 409 batting average, a 480 on base percentage, and a 545 slugging. You want to go deeper? We can. Last 15 games, 278, 381, 444. And hey, just for the fun of it, let's see how this looks like in the last 30 games. 247, 378, 457. This is past being a trend. Jake Fraley is figuring something out, and he's playing really well. What they're getting from him, what they're getting from Will Benson, what they're getting from Gavin Lux, and gosh, I mean, Austin Hayes in that batting practice, I saw Tregs upload some videos. Just looks like his foot's getting better, and he's swinging the bat really well. The outfield's got something cooking, and I still think they should go get an outfielder if the possibility is there at the trade deadline, but I do like how things are going for them. You know, it's not, we got to throw Santiago Espinal in the right field and hope for the best right now. It's just not going that way with what they're getting from these guys. So I mean, Benson tonight has a huge hit, obviously, too, to get them on the board early in the game, and also draws a walk later in the game. Let me just do this for funsies while we're here. Benson he's at a 792 OPS in the year and has had a lot of loud outs his last 15 games. Those are going to end up falling. It's just going to happen. I mean, his last 7 games don't look great, I know, but 5 runs scored, 4 RBIs, 5 walks, and only 4 strikeouts, 346 on base. He's going to come together. It's just going to, the way he's swinging the bat, I think everything's going to come through there for them. So absolutely love what they're getting from those guys right now. It's been awesome. Friedl's OPS plus, I don't have in front of me, Luke, but I certainly know it is like, last I saw, I think it was 112. I'll make sure I text Jeff and Steve to have that on locked on tonight, because let them know that you asked. So they'll be able to get that for you by the time that they're doing their show. And guys, let's just kind of round this out nicely. The bullpen tonight, stepping up big time. But first, our locked on player of the game.
This is the Locked On Player of the Game.
TJ Friedl. Now, he only had 1 hit tonight, but it was the hit that changed the game. It's TJ Friedl needs to be an all-star. It's TJ Friedl that we just need to be really excited about. John. Did I peek again, guys? I'm sorry. I worked really hard on my audio yesterday. John's bringing the negativity in, guys. What do we say? What do we say about the negativity vibes? We have no negative comments in the postcast on winning days. When they win, we got to make sure we all have a great time, because let's be honest, we're Reds fans. We haven't seen a lot of winning for a long time. So let's just enjoy this. Let's not talk about the bad. Let's all enjoy the good, because God only knows how long it's going to last. I feel like it's going to last a while with how they're playing, but we shall see. Bullpen tonight. Shoo-wee. Were they good? Andrew Abbott. I thought Andrew Abbott was really good. Like I said at the beginning of the show. Gave up 2 homers. A lot of unearned runs there. The Twins took the lead. So he had 1 earned run on 5 runs given up. You know what? He's going to live with that. 184 ERA. And what really jumps out is from there, the bullpen says, dude, we'll take it from here. We'll keep our offense within distance, and we'll make sure we go ahead and we get this win. Scott Barlow, inning in a third, 2 strikeouts. Awesome. Again, Scott Barlow. What is going on here? He's a guy that a lot of people picked on. He's a guy a lot of people weren't a fan of. I actually really liked the pickup when the Reds got him. Huge tonight for the team. Tony Santillan follows it up, pitching for his 90th game of the year. Perfect inning, 2 strikeouts. And Emilio Pagan has, Luke, the player of the game should just be the bullpen. You're probably right. Does have 2 walks. But the Byron Buxton walk, I really think it was just pitching around him. Because Buxton obviously was having a great game on both offense and defense. Probably just wanted to go ahead and get to the next guy. That's all I think that was. And look, at the end of the day, got the strikeouts against his former team, picked up a 17th save. They would have Emilio Pagan 17 saves on FanDuel this year. Probably not. I don't know if I had him. I would have had him for 5 saves. Yeah, Johnny. Okay, I'm sorry, Johnny. I didn't see the comments have been very, very quick tonight, so I apologize if I missed your comment, man. My apologies. But Reds bullpen, who is someone that, I don't think he intentionally walked Bader by any means, Jacob. So, but he got through it. He made it happen. I think what they're just getting right now from these guys has been tremendous, especially during this AL Central run where they're playing all these teams. I mean, really, other than the last Cleveland game and the first Detroit game, they've been really good. And the first Detroit game, I don't really fault them for. It was a weird game. I'm not really upset about that. The Cleveland game didn't really matter in big picture. It might down the road. Hopefully it doesn't, but that was, a goofy situation as well. They're getting something from everybody in the pen right now. Brent Suter has been really good, obviously. Barlow, Santillan, Pagan. Taylor Rogers has had moments. I like where they're at. Luis May's back up with Graham Ashcraft on the IL. We'll see when he gets his first game. But at the end of the day, I think the thing I'm going to take away from this is it's really nice to see the Reds winning nail biters. It's really nice to see the Reds winning these super close games where people have to step up and people have to take over and people have to find a way to put the string outs together. And right now the Reds are doing just that. So we should enjoy it. And we should see how this goes from here because it's been really fun of late. As we discussed once again, the Cincinnati Reds are victors tonight over the Minnesota Twins at Great American Ballpark. The Reds 6 runs on 5 hits, 1 error. The Twins have 5 runs on 8 hits, no errors. Your winning pitcher tonight is Scott Barlow. He is 2-0 with a 3.73 ERA. Your losing pitcher is Brock Stewart. He is now 1-1 with a 3.32. And Emilio Pagan picks up the save, his 17th of the year. And tomorrow night, the Redlegs are back at it for a really nice game against the Minnesota Twins at 7:10. If you're going to the ballpark, it's Elly De La Cruz bobblehead night. If someone so happens to just have an extra one they want to send to us here at the Lockdown offices, which are our houses, holla at your boy. We will chat. Nick Lodolo takes the hill. He is 4-5 with a 3.76 ERA. He'll be going against Bailey Ober, who is 4-3 with a 4.40 ERA. First pitch is at 7:10, so we should be back around the regular time as long as they don't have any insanely long games. Everyone, thank you so much for hanging out with me tonight. I'm Tim Daniel. Be sure to stay tuned in for Jeff and Steve on Locked On Reds as well. Have a great, great evening, and I'll see you tomorrow night.